Well, hey everyone. Welcome to Hearing Him First. This is episode 11 and it is April 30th. So April has probably been kind of an odd month. April 30th, 2020. If you're watching this years in the future, you can probably remember several things about April of 2020. And so just wanted to encourage you today, if you've never watched a Hearing Him First video before, these are short videos, usually 5 to 7 minutes long. I try to record them in the morning. Sometimes it drifts into the afternoon, but the idea is whenever you watch this, that it would help you in some way to retune your antenna to hear God first, to hear His voice above all others. And that's our goal, that's our purpose. So I wanted to share a couple of quotes with you today, things that I've been chewing on and mulling around in my mind over the last couple of days. I heard one this morning, I heard the other one several times maybe in the last week, and I saw a connection between the two of them. So the first one that I heard it from Jon Acuff. I've mentioned him before. He's somebody that I follow on social media. I've read several of his books. He does a daily video kind of like this. Actually, I've patterned this after him a little bit, so props to Jon Acuff. If you haven't ever gone and checked him out, you might really like doing that. It's Jon for the first name and then Acuff. Find him on Facebook, on YouTube. He's pretty active. And the quote that he shared today was to take advice a la carte. To take advice a la carte, and to realize that a lot of the advice that people give really isn't for you. And I would kind of add to that or clarify that, or as I've thought more about it, I would say especially take unsolicited and impersonal advice a la carte. And so if you're reading a blog article and it says there's 10 things that you should do in a pandemic, don't feel like you have to do all 10 of those things. Or if somebody kind of stops you in a grocery store line and says, you should do this, don't feel like you have to take that advice. Take advice a la carte. And maybe even some of the advice that I've tried to give on this really doesn't fit with your personality, doesn't fit with your circumstances. Feel free to take advice a la carte, especially if it's unsolicited or impersonal. And just kind of a broad blanket, everybody should do this. Well, maybe they should, maybe they shouldn't. And the second quote kind of magnifies that, or I saw a connection between the two. It's this quote that I've seen a couple of times that says, we're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. And that's been a good reminder for me personally to realize that not everybody has the blessings, the opportunities, the benefits that I have right now, and not everybody has the same struggles that I have. And so while this global pandemic that we're kind of slogging our way through, we're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. Some people have absolutely lost their livelihood. They've lost significant income or assets as a result of this. And other people are thriving, are doing really, really well in the midst of all of this. And so just to be reminded that we're all in the same storm, but we're not necessarily all in the same boat. And maybe the application from all that is to cut yourself a little slack and cut other people some slack too. And recognize that, it may look from here like they have a yacht and you have a 2 oars and you're kind of doing it on your own, and we're not in the same boat, but we don't know what the inside of that boat is like. And maybe we've got some peace and some contentment in our 2 oars and a little fishing boat that they don't have in that yacht. And that's just kind of taking that boat analogy and expanding it. So remember, take advice a la carte, maybe even this advice. Remember that we're all in the same storm, but we're not necessarily in the same boat. So be mindful of, be praying for people that went into this with less to fall back on, or with more difficulty, more relational difficulty, more vulnerability, and just be mindful of them and prayerful of them, and cut yourself some slack, cut others some slack. If you like this, share it. Subscribe on YouTube. That's one of the best ways that you can make sure you see this every time. Go to YouTube, search for Hearing Him First. Share the content with friends, family. You can tag somebody in the comment if you want to make sure that they see it. And I hope that you have a great Thursday. And I hope that the next 24 hours you really do hear him first. God bless you. Have a good one.